Here come. Hey everybody, listen, welcome back to Laugh for Good. I'm super excited to have you. Listen, we're gonna jump right into it like we always do. We just jump right on in.
Told you I'm international.
Laugh real good.
Love real good.
Hey, today we are talking about loving on yourself. Okay, listen, I've heard it often said that people are always depending on these self-help books and talking about self-care, and too much self-care can be too much self-care, and I'm just like, what are you talking about? That makes no sense to me. Too much self-care. Listen, when you become selfish, yeah, that might be a little bit bad, but loving yourself, I don't think there's a limit to that. Because the more you love yourself, guess what? The more capacity you have to love someone else. And understand that our life is not our own. That's another video for another time. But our life is not our own. We live our lives to live a great life and to share with others. Now, if you don't think that or believe in that, then yes, you most likely are selfish. But at the end of the day, love you. Love on yourself. Matter of fact, I think we do the opposite of it. We almost don't love ourselves to the point to where we have animosity towards others, or we have anger towards others, and we're not even listening to ourselves, right? But at the end of the day, when you grow to love you, and listen, I know that it is not easy to love every part of you. There are some parts about you that just stink. There are some parts about you that people always bring up that irritates you. There are some parts about you that you've prayed about. There are some parts about you that you just cannot stand. There's maybe a certain way you look that you don't all the way love. These are serious things. And there are serious consequences behind not at least trying your best to grow to love every part of you. Now, will it be 100%? I pray. Is it always going to be a reality? Maybe not. But at the end of the day, there has to be an innate try in you. Or, of course, you could just grow to love that part of you. And the more that you love that part of you and your whole you, other people are open to loving you more because they see how open you are and confident you are in yourself. And so now, don't get me wrong, sometimes I look in the mirror like, dang, like I wish I still could fix that or whimsical that away, but I've grown to love it to the point where I don't even pay too much attention to it anymore. And that when I look in the mirror now, I see, ooh, hey, I don't even look at that no more because I understand that me looking at that does not self-determine how I should feel about myself. And sometimes we let one little bitty thing or one little bitty trait about ourselves overcome our whole being and our attitude and the way that we view about life and people around us. When at the end of the day, if you were to just grow to love that thing, grow to love that part about you, or start to try to grow and love your whole self, things would be quite different, I'm sure you know. So at the end of the day, I'm just encouraging you to figure out what is it that you might be burdening yourself on. Be honest and open with yourself and try to find different ways to love that part of you. As you grow to love that part of you more, right? And now you're going to be in an open space to love your whole self. And again, when I do these encouragement videos, I always like to pull from my own self because I can only give best advice from my own experiences. So at the end of the day, I've not always loved myself 100%. There are so many things that I've been through that have off-kiltered the way that I see, made me very confused about certain situations, made me question certain people, made me question myself. And not everybody has the story that I have, but at the end of the day, and you might not have even been through too much in your life and still feel that way about yourself, and that's okay. But at the end of the day, don't let anyone or anything get in the way of self-care and self-love. Love you so that you might have the capacity to love someone else to their fullness as well. You see how this is really not about you at the end of the day? It's about you, but it's about you and helping others as well. Because I feel like we cannot have a holistic approach to anything unless we're helping others. You know, there are some people that I look up to that I see that, man, they are so confident, you know, or they love themselves a lot. And I gravitated from them and I took advice from them. And look at me. Now I can say that I love myself and now I'm sharing advice to other people. But at the end of the day, had they been selfish with their self-love or self-care, right? I might have not been able to gravitate to them to log on to my own self-care. And then I might not have been able to give that to anybody else. You see how it's not about you? See how it's not about that person that you even got advice from? It's about a holistic approach of us all helping each other. See? But it can't happen unless you love you. I love you. I love you. Love yourself. Focus, you know? If you're still watching this video, because I know some of y'all have left by now, let's take a moment of silence. Let's use 5 seconds of YouTube airtime to just breathe and say I love you, I love you, I love you over and over again. Let's do that. Let's do that. Come on, let's go. 5 seconds. You ready? Here we go. I hope in that moment you were saying I love you, I love you, I love you. Because you do love you. But sometimes you got to realize that you do love yourself. And I know that sounds really weird and kind of quirky and everything, but life is like that sometimes. And you need people to be able to communicate that sometimes it just, sometimes it just does not make sense. And so sometimes we just got to roll into the nonsense to find the sense of mind that we need to love ourselves. I love you. I don't even know who you are. I don't know who's watching this video. But I can say that I love you. Not too many people can say what I just said on this type of platform. But because I love myself to the fullest of the extent that I can right now in this moment, and there's going to be some other experiences in life and all this type of stuff and kids who mold that and craft it and make it better. But in this moment, I love myself enough to say that I love you, whoever you are. Even if you dislike this video, even if you don't even watch this video no more, even if, or come back to my channel, I meant to say, or leave a bad comment, I still love you. That ain't gonna get in the way of that. Because I love myself too much not to care for someone else. See? Please like and subscribe. Let me know what you thought about this video. At the end of the day, be encouraged this week. Anything you need to be encouraged on, please drop it in the comments. I would love to make a video about it. But in the meantime, here I come.